All right. So real quick, I want to say something. So greetings. This video is going to be about people in the hood and STEM. All right. The reason why I want to talk about STEM and people in the hood, because I've seen some information, if you will, where people were clowning on Juvenile, the rapper, because he was building a robots out of smoke pipes, whatever. So he was making robots. And he was doing other things too. Just using his talent and gift. Let me say this. Not everybody in the hood or from the hood want to just get involved in doing street activities, right? Not everybody from the hood stay in and out of jail. See, this is the stereotypical concept right here. People think because you from the hood, you gotta just be on some hood type of stuff all the time, like just be doing illegal activities and getting locked up and or being in the gang or anything like that. And that's not always the case. So yeah, Juvenile come from the streets. Okay, he come from the, he come from the inner city. But Juvie wanted to use his natural gift and his talent to show people that, hey, he knows how to do other things besides rapping. All right, he knows how to make robots. He knows how to make furnitures or paint furnitures and stuff. So he has gift. So there's people in the inner city right now that love STEMs. And for those of you that don't know what a STEM is, that stands for science, technology, engineering, mathematics. In fact, we use these things on a consistent basis. We use it every single day. Yeah, we use these things every single day. And we don't know about it. So let me break it down to you for those who may not understand. Even when you do illegal activity, you use STEM. So people who do mechanics, right? Who do mechanical work as far as working on cars, that's mechanical engineering, okay? Because you studying how to put transmission, engine, and motors together. You have people who know how to produce, know how to make music, right? Or become engineers. All you doing is engineering. Because you're mixing sounds together and you dealing with the frequency, the radioactivity, etc. And those who are out there being pimps, the pimps themselves are like natural psychologists. Basically, they deal with psychology because they study the mind of the individuals, of their prey, if you will, of the females that they have under them. They study their psychology and know how to approach them and know how to be able to get inside their mind. Okay? And then let's talk about the drug dealers. Right? The people that is making the drugs that be up in them trap houses. Now, I'm not endorsing that, but let's just break down the scientific concept of it. When you up in the drug house and you mixing your little chemicals, your material, your products together, that's chemistry. Because what you're doing is you're dealing with chemical reaction. Okay? You deal with chemical reaction. You're dealing with how different products mix together and how they form molecules and things like that. So that's what you're dealing with. And think of this. The trap is nothing more than a lab, a broken down, a ghetto version of a lab, or the dilapidated labs. That's why I call it. And the drug dealers are like the street scientists or street chemists, if you will. They're street chemists. But they selling these illegal activity. I mean, they selling these drugs in our community that typically destroy the family. But on a scientific level, they will be like street chemists. And their laboratory would be the trap house. Okay? Now let's talk about gambling. Or people that play cards. Lottery. That's mathematics. Because you're betting on numbers, right? And you're dealing with patterns. How many times can you roll that dice to get 7-11, which they call CeeLo, right? That's mathematics. Or like, let's say when little kids, when they outside and they're playing double dutch, hopscotch, those are mathematics. Or when they do the little hand game, right? That's mathematics. Because you count how many times you can continue to go on without messing up. And if you mess up, then you gotta go back and do recount the numbers all over again. So what I'm saying is, it's basically fraudicals. Let's put it like that. And fraudicals are dealing with patterns. And numbers are nothing more than just patterns. So you got the whole number. And you got the real numbers, right? And you got integers. But mostly whole number and real numbers. And then those numbers repeat themselves differently. So for those of you that may not get it, the whole number, 0 down to 9, okay? Then when you start over again, you put down a 1, and that 1 that gets in front of the 0 becomes 10. And then you go all the way down from the 10s and you put down the 2. And that becomes the 20s. And you go all the way down till you get the 3, which becomes the 30s. And it goes on and on. The numbers repeat themselves differently. They become patterns. All right? And then let's talk about... what else I wanted to say? I think that's all I wanted to say. I can't remember exactly what else I wanted to put out there. But yes, you're dealing with math. You're dealing with science every single day. You're using science. So why not fall in love with learning about the STEM? You may not know everything. But why not? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with somebody being from the hood liking science? I mean, it's like people ridicule you because you doing little scientific projects, okay? You deal with technology. That's another thing, technology. When you build a transmission, that's technology. Not just engineering, but technology. When you're doing what Juvenile was doing, like building robots, that's technology. Because if we break down the terminology, technology, ology is the study of, tech is arts and crafts. So basically, when you was in school, if for those of you who remember, going in grade school, you learned about arts and crafts. That's technology. So all you're doing is using creativity. And we got to understand, especially as us black people, we are very creative. If we go back into the time of our ancestors, that's how they were able to connect with the universe, by being lateral. They were very lateral people. They were very creative. And they were so creative to the point that they were so creative to the point that they started building the concept of spirituality around science. So when you hear about orishas and things like that, right? That's in connection of understanding the universe. That's connection of understanding nature. Like Ifa is consists of science, basically, because Ifa really deal with mathematics. So the point is, in all conclusion, don't sit around and criticize those who love science by saying that, oh, they're acting white or things like that. Like, I can't stand that. It's nothing wrong with literacy. It's nothing wrong with science. It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody don't have to indulge into illegal activities or get in some kind of trouble. Everybody don't want to always talk about selling drugs or prostituting or how many niggas they done broke off and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to use your creativity, man. If you got it, use it. Make it something worth. Hell, who you never know. Juvenile or somebody like Juvenile may come up and become some type of inventor. You know what I'm saying? They might have some type of invention and be the next big thing out there, making multi-million dollars or billions. You know, have their ideas patented. So let's not do that. Let's not criticize that. You know, you should want to encourage people, especially children, to be more creative. To be able to learn more about science, learn about technology, learn about engineering, learn about mathematics and all that good stuff, man. It shouldn't be no problem. Yeah, so let's stop doing that, man. Stop throwing people on the bus. Stop thinking because you from the hood, you gotta be dumb as hell or you gotta do some fuck shit. You gotta be running the streets all the time. That's not always the case. There's nothing wrong with being intelligent and being from the hood. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with loving books and you from the hood. It's nothing wrong with that. Like, you ain't gotta be that doesn't mean that you're a square or that doesn't mean you're a lame because you like doing things differently and you like to be in your own zone and use some form of creativity. But anyways, that's all I gotta say. And I thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace and take it easy. All right then.